He was the war hero who captured the hearts of the nation as our lives were turned upside down in the first lockdown.
Captain Tom, how do you feel this morning?
Fine. Yes. I'm surrounded by the right sort of people, so yes, I feel fine. I hope you're all feeling fine too.
Then aged 99, Captain Tom Moore had just completed 100 laps of his garden in Bedfordshire. He had hoped to raise £1,000 for NHS staff. The total amount he raised has now surpassed 33 million.
You know, the country was trying to work out how to respond to the COVID pandemic whilst we're in lockdown. And Captain Tom really just kind of, just through a simple action of saying, right, I'm going to walk up and down my garden 100 times, just gave people a way of saying, actually, anybody can get involved, anybody can help. And I think kind of touched a nerve, because I think a lot of people were thinking, what can we do to help? Faced with something as awful as this, what can we do to help? And the support, therefore, that the NHS has received has been absolutely fantastic. And, so Captain Tom has inspired lots of other people. NHS charities have been going for a very long time, but have been sort of operating in the shadows almost. Most people, even within the NHS, weren't aware that we existed. So Captain Tom just brought that out into the open, so people are much more aware of the important role that charities play in their local hospitals.
Originally from Yorkshire, Tom Moore was born in 1920. He trained as a civil engineer before enlisting in the army for World War II, serving in India and Burma and rising to the ranks of captain. His fundraising efforts turned him into a national hero overnight. On his 100th birthday, schoolchildren sent him cards in their thousands. Paintings and cartoons were made of him and shared across social media. In July, he was given a knighthood at a unique ceremony at Windsor Castle.
When people got to know him a bit better through interviews and the TV, they realised that there was something wonderful about his ordinariness, and he was straightforward. He had found love very late in life and had fallen madly in love with his wife. He had a very attractive approach to life, which was that he was content. He wasn't wanting huge things. When I met him, I asked him, he was very interested in cars, and he would dream about his dream car. And I'd say, what was it? And thinking it would be a Ferrari. He said, no, not a Ferrari. I would want a 4-wheel drive to get through the muddy bits of life. So he was a realist. It was a real treat to meet him. When I met him, it had was just taking off. And I think I drove up to see him, and in the hour and a half I was with him, I think the total had gone up by 2 or 3 million. He was reeling. He just couldn't understand what was happening, but was loving it as well. I mean, he's completely on the ball and loving the attention. But I think it was that reminder that that good people and good things are so important, and you don't need to be flashy or do sort of wild, crazy things to impress. And he was one of the most impressive people I've met, in a quiet, stoic, get on with it. He just wanted to do his little bit to thank the NHS.
He was taken to Bedford Hospital on Sunday with coronavirus. He hadn't yet received a COVID-19 vaccine, as he was being treated for pneumonia. Today it was announced he had passed away peacefully in hospital with his devoted family by his side. In a statement, his daughters Hannah and Lucy said, "It is with great sadness that we announce the death of our dear father, Captain Sir Tom Moore. We are so grateful that we were there with him during the last hours of his life."